what's your channel name? Is it Brett Wheeler? Wheeler TV? What? I can't remember. In one word. Okay, you're host. Oh, yeah, hosted. Good. Okay, good luck with the Australian games. Great cast.
Welcome everyone. It's going to be tonight. We'll see the Dreamhack Masters Malmo, Dreamhack Malmo Masters OCE and Asian qualifier. The quarterfinals is going to be a best of 3 between Darksided and TheMongolz. So I'm going to go through and update some of the maps. As the first 2 maps that we'll see will be Inferno and Overpass. And then we're going to have cash left over should we need it. So I'll update those for you now. I was casting that one. Interrupting your browser session. I was meant to be casting that, but Dreamhack decided that they wanted to get my Twitch removed off HLTV for that game, so forcing me to do another game. So I figured I'll do Darksided and TheMongolz. So now I'll have to update the maps. Edit maps. Thank you. You fellow countrymen in Darksided, so I get that. Well, like both teams have got a fairly decent follow base, so the only thing that's going to hurt me is the games on CSGO Lounge is actually linked to another Twitch. So I'm hoping that my game is still linked in with the Vici game, so I still get viewers from that game anyway, but we'll see what happens. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's shit happens as it stands. And yes, Dreamhack at their finest, I guess. You know, they're hosting the event, so they can pick and choose what map or what game, I should say, they want to cast. Interesting to see who actually casts that, because I think I know, I think it might be Blair who might be doing it. In fact, I'm going to go ask him right now. Yeah, awesome. GoTV, reconnecting, love it. Alright, so we're into the... well, we're loading into the server anyway. You haven't heard of the Mongols? Are they any good? They are a Chinese team. They are... like, they're not the worst team, that's for sure. They're not like the Chinese teams that we just seen over on Exotic TV, that's for sure. I certainly got them covered. The Dota team is quite... see, once again, you're talking Dota here. I feel like we are going to go around in circles. Dota, say no more. Seriously, who watches Dota? Is there a big following for it or what? Okay, go to He's telling me it's reconnecting, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure how Darksided are going to go. They've got Iron standing in for Texter. Data is dead. If Darksided let this game slip to the Mongols, I'm gonna be surprised. Well, lucky for you, I've got some stats here. And let me tell you, if this goes to cash, Darksided are in trouble. Okay, so Inferno, 63 win percent ratio for the Mongols. Overpass, they've got a 62.5%. On cash, after 13 games, they've got a 100% win ratio. Don't know why. I'll listen to those stats that I just read. Darksided, however, okay, on Overpass, they're 150%. Inferno, 42%. And cash, 57%. To be honest, I think it's going to be a 2-0 to Mongols. The recent lands that the Mongols have done, I mean, the Rogue Masters, that's last year, that's going back last year. Let me tell you, they're, I don't know, I think Mongols are going to take this 2-0. But, no, look, regardless of them, if they're my countrymen or not. I've seen them play at LAN. I'm not saying they're bad, but you know, they're one of Australia's top 5 teams anyway. You want to be the first person to yell Dick Stacey. Oh, you can yell Dick Stacey all you like. Just do me a favour. Don't type Dick Stacey in caps by itself, because my Nightbot will time you out. I mean, it'll only be for 5 seconds. This is just great stuff. Ah, for fuck's sake, the Agro TV isn't working. Okay, so they've changed the IP. Who's the strongest AU team at the moment? I'm going to go Greyhounds. I really think they're really strong. Tainted ones, but they just had a roster change as well. The X-Immunity are now called Greyhounds, so yeah. Yeah, Immunity. Actually, while I'm waiting, I'll give you on screen because you should be able to see it now. It'll give you something to watch while I'm sitting here blabbering on. So I really hope this comes back to my channel. And it does too. Well, sucked in Dreamhack. I won that one, not you. What? I don't get it. Why is my Twitch there now? Wait, didn't we see... Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so there's no Go TV for that just yet. Overseas Go TV. Yeah, come on guys. Ease up, Tiger. If there is a Go TV for this Vici and Rika one, Reka, I think we might move to that. I want to move to that one, but fuck it. I'll just stick with Darksided and the Mongols. ECS starts shortly. So, Boots versus Greyhound. Where's this guy got 2 marked? Buddy. It's like me. ECS starts soon. It starts in 15 minutes, but you don't need to watch that. You just need to watch me. Wrecker is done. No Ben 10, no win. Yeah. For this follow notification that didn't come through.
Oh my brother, testify!
Okay, why are you coming through a little later?
Oh my brother, testify!
Miss Alcoholic and Urbanowski, thank you for the follow. Can I show the pings? Yes, I can. Give me 1 second. So Mongols have got average of about 100 ping, and Darksided have got 50. Are you already thinking of excuses if Darksided win? Okay. Now, I wonder if it's Sugu or Tugu. Zilkenberg, NCL, Cabby, Machine Gun, Badger, Dick Stacy, Flicks, Iron. The Bergman is back. Ripnet? Why? Why Ripnet? 100 ping is pretty shit. Yeah, but you gotta think. Like, they're in Asia. Darksided, I believe, are over in Perth just to help with the ping situation. No vodka. Dreamhack took me off it. So you're going to have to go over to their one if you want to watch that, unfortunately. That's about the ping sheet. You get 100 ping panels, ENA servers, and 5% tops on the nice. Mongolian net is not the best, mate. Alright, okay, so yeah. Blair is doing the Dreamhack one, which is the Vici and Wrecker one. And he's actually invited me to do tomorrow and the final. So, one of the semi-finals and the grand final on the Dreamhack Twitch. So, basically, it's going to be this one for the stream. Drop Oz. Thanks for the follow. We'll get into the knife round. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get the volume up so you guys can hear it. Tomorrow's game in the grand final on Sunday, I will be on Dreamhack with Blair. So I won't be on my channel, but I will still be casting it as well. That happened. Stab, 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 stab. Okay, so let's remove my thing from that one. Let's go Darksided and TheMongolz. TheMongolz. Okay, alright. So, if you got any questions, feel free to chuck them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them during the game's going. If you guys are interactive, I will be interactive watching the chat as well. Mongols will lose due to bad ping. Unlucky they would have beat Darksided on land, pretty sure. Look, I mean, even with 100 ping, the ping difference isn't all that much. It's a lot better for Darksided because over in Sydney, the ping would have been obviously anywhere from, say, 5 to 20 rather than what it is now, which is 50, because they're over in Perth on the other side of Australia. And I was alt-tabbed out of the game, that's why it was a bit laggy for you. Well, here we go. Fast contact at B, and it's going to be Darksided who lose 2 players early on, Cabby and Sugu. Find the opening picks, and it's Dick Stacey to find NCL through the smoke. Flick's looking to get one inside of construction. They double peek. He gets one, but he finally gets taken down there by Cabby. 2v2. The bomb has been planted. They do not have a kit on the remaining 2 players, as Iron now left here in a 1-on-2 with 37 HP. Going to be a tough one for Iron, as Zilkenberg is going to get the burst Glock fire out. Rips his head off. 2 kills for Zilkenberg, 2 kills for Cabby. And Sugu finds one. Mongols take the pistol round here on Inferno. And why is his name Dick? It's actually Dick Stacey. Obviously forgot to put the Stacey back up there, but it is Dick Stacey. So the Force Buy comes back out here for Darksided. In fact, no it doesn't. It's just a couple of upgraded pistols. That's about it. Normally you see teams force up. Yeah, Richard Stacey. No, he's I'll leave you guys to have that discussion. So a couple of AK-47s, a couple of UMPs on the Mongols. Not a lot of utility. They've got 4 smokes to work with. As this is map number 1 of the Dreamhack Masters Malmo quarter-final, best of 3. Winner will advance, winner will be out. As in comes Machine Gun. Funny enough, he's got a submachine gun with the UMP. As they look to do damage. As there's a little crossfire over here, but Sync finds one, but it's 3 players getting taken down from Darksided. 9 coming in with the CZ. Wrapping around to the boiler side. As he looks to find a kill onto Sugu, and he does. Flicks finds one as well. And there's Cabby to get the final kill. And it's 2-0. 2 AKs saved out of that round. What happens if you call the number on the logo? Well, that's the guy's business. So, I mean, if you want graphics done, give him a call. If you don't, it's up to you. So 5 HE grenades, 5 P2, oh sorry, 4 P250s and a P2000. The nades just coming in from every way possible, and they find 2 kills in the way of Badger and Dick Stacey. Flicks and Dick Stacey left in a 2v3 machine gun on 8 HP. As although the Mongols have a man advantage and certainly the weapon advantage. Thanks, Elite. I'd like to keep up with the chat and what's going on with it. So although the Mongols certainly have the weapon advantage and the HP advantage, it's nice to see that they are taking this one slow and being very methodical about how they approach this 3rd round. So Zilkenberg is going to make his way on to B. He's going to find Dick Stacey playing over towards the back of quad, and he does spot him out. So he's very cautious of having a stack over towards B, and therefore backs away. He's going to go back down banana. Sorry, I was trying to do 2 things at once, and the bomb should be able to get planted safely in the site. And Flicks with the P250, not sure if he spotted him out. He did, and Cabby goes down 2v2. Zilkenberg will take He's going to take down Dick Stacey, and all of a sudden, Flick's left. In a 1v1, it comes very close, but Zilkenberg comes in with that final kill, and that was all too close for the Mongols, considering that it was 4 P250s and 5 HE grenades, all up from Darksided. Can I tab, please? Yes, I can. I'll tab for... I'll tell you what, I'll tab until the round starts, to give you a good indication of... what's going on in the round. So thank you all for tuning in for this match. Hopefully we see 3 maps. We're able to advance to the final 4 tomorrow. A lot of nades being thrown towards Banana. That's Dick Stacey. He's going to get a flash towards Banana. He finds one. That's going to be a machine gun down. As NCL was looking to do some damage, and he gets tagged down to about half HP. There's Dick Stacey as well. He's sitting on half HP. So Sugu trying to spray towards the top of the diggity there. But Darksided in the first rifle round. They have themselves a man advantage. Zilkenberg on the AWP. Nice smoke from Sugu to smoke himself off. I'm sure that's exactly what he intended to do. Look, the ping isn't too bad at this stage. So the smoke from a boiler. As it's going to be Zilkenberg missing that AWP shot. And they're now looking to wrap onto A. They've got 38 seconds remain. Zilkenberg is flashed, and Badger will take him down. In comes Flex. He finds one. He's going to fall back. As Cabby and Sugu right now. Well, Tugu. I'm going to go with Tugu. If I can get confirmation on his name, whether it's Sugu or Tugu, or Tsugu. It's going to be a save from the Mongols. 10 seconds remain, and all 5 players staying alive for Darksided, which is going to be good for their economy. So they're going to be able to hopefully start to build on that. They'll earn themselves a little bit over $3,000 for that round win. Yes, Greyhound and Darksided are both in Perth for these matches. Obviously, that'll help with the pings. You know, rather than playing, you know, if you got a 10 or a 20 ping, and you're playing teams that have got, you know, 150 ping, you know, obviously that can be a factor into a number of things. So machine gun being dealt a little bit of damage early on, courtesy of a HE grenade from, I believe it was Iron who threw it. 3 players for Darksided over towards Banana right now. So the Mongols are going to grab apartment's control, and Dick Stacey will take Zilkenberg down, and he's looking to do a bit more damage onto NCL. The smoke will cover off the bottom of Banana. They will not be able to retrieve the AWP over towards Tree. Thank you, Olive. I appreciate it. Asia is crazy. You can't just play on every server in your own region. Yeah, look, they've... I've played against some... Well, I've played on an Asian server before. I don't know how. I mean, I normally have between a 5 to 12 ping. So a bit of team damage. Look at Iron coming in with the flank. He's going to take down Sugu right now. So it's going to be Gabby who tries to take the fight with him. And in comes Flicks now to take down Machine Gun. NCL on 39 HP remain. He's going to back away. 30 seconds to go. In fact, he's got the bomb on his back. Where's the server? I'm not too sure, but I couldn't actually tell you. I'm guessing, yeah, somewhere in China, somewhere. If it's in between, you know, Western or Perth and wherever the Mongols are located. So Badger going on the hunt, but NCL will save that AK-47 and won't get any money for that one. And it's 2 rounds in a row where timer has expired on the Mongols, and Darksided, with multiple people left in the round, slowly start to build their economy. And Tech9's getting brought back up from the Mongols. In fact, 3 of them at the moment. Zilkenberg's actually picked up a Tech9 himself. He's been dropped the AK-47. I'll get to the ping, or the tab in a second, guys. Just we'll wait till the round's over. Nice shot from Zilkenberg, but in comes the Tech9 train, and Sink is not going to be able to grab any. He does tag up a couple of players though. The bomb will get planted safely. 3 on 5 retake situation. In comes NCL with a nice spray onto Nick Stacey. 3-man advantage right now. Machine gun coming in from construction. Should be able to get one. He does take down Iron. And Badger in a 1 on 5. As these Tech9s go hunting for this kill. As he's going to have a tough time saving this one. He's going to need to run like the wind. He gets swamped, he gets eaten alive, and the team ace comes out from the Mongols, and they pick up a round where they initially started with 4 Tech9s and an AK-47. We'll get to the tab now, so we'll give it 10 more seconds so you can see the kill feed, how many people have got how many kills, and also the money. Deegan, Darksided are playing over in, they're playing from Perth. Can confirm they are playing over in Perth. Once again, there's heavy banana control from both teams. A lot of utility being thrown inside of the first 30 seconds of this game. And there's 3 players. There's Machine Gun gets blind as well. NCL, he was fully blind as he gets taken down, but Machine Gun finds one back onto Dick Stacey. Sugu just on 4 HP. Smoke will go off towards the top of barrels. Top of banana. As I said, I'm not too sure in relation to the where the server is located. So Sink's still got a UMP. There's a couple of M4s, an AK, and AWP on to Zilkenberg. As Sugu's actually been dropped the AWP, and Zilkenberg's gone with an AK-47. Couple of Darksided fans in the house. So we've still got one player. Flix is the only player over towards B. We've got Badger sitting in Speedway at the moment. As Badger, he's going to get taken down. So that's the wrap. As there it is, Machine Gun to open up onto Flix. We've already got Zilkenberg inside of Speedway at the moment, stopping the rotations coming out. As Iron actually takes down Zilkenberg. He actually runs through a smoke through the arches. And Sink gets punished from Cabby, who was playing on the other side of Mexico, right near second mid. Iron is over towards library at the moment, maybe trying to grab himself a book. Have a read on how they can stop the defense, or stop the attack from the Mongols. So 5-7 in favour of the Mongols, as Iron will take down Machine Gun, and they keep 2 guns alive. They keep the M4 and the AWP. Guns getting swapped around, and with 2 round losses already, it'll be a 2400 loss bonus for Darksided if they don't win this round, which gives them about 43, at least about 4300 on most of the players. So they'll be able to buy next round regardless of what happens here in this round. And Zilkenberg is going to take down Iron, going to look for the second kill, but it just happens to be that Dick Stacey got away with his life, as Flix will get taken down 5 on 3. As Badger coming over to help Dick Stacey. It gives you the pings. I'll just show you while you got a minute. The pings are about 100 for the Mongols, and they're about 50 on the Darksided, as already said in the chat. So Dick Stacey gets taken down, and it's all left up to Sink and Badger. As Sink is no longer alive, and Badger coming in with the AK-47 picks it up. Zilkenberg wants none of that. 6-2. Remember, I'll just alter that for a second. Map number 1. This was picked by the Mongols. So we go to Overpass, which was picked by Darksided. And it's going to be the 9th round of the first map of this best of 3 series. The 2017 Dreamhack Masters Malmo quarterfinal. UMP under Sink. The rest of the Darksided players have M4s and a nice little pop flash as they find 2 kills in Banana. Dick Stacey finds 1 in Sink. We'll find 1 with the UMP. As 5 on 3, they're going to back away. There's rotation being called here as Iron will find 1. NCL with a nice headshot on the Iron. NCL picks up 2. Now going to go for the bomb. Bomb gets planted. And it's a 3v2 retake situation here. The Darksided, they need to pull this one off. There's a reload. We've got 1 player in pit at the moment, and Sugu sitting on side. Sugu is actually in pit. He's actually found 2 kills, and all of a sudden this 2 on 5 is not happening here. Sink down to 14 HP, and there it is. NCL comes in with the final kill. What a hold from the Mongols. They get the bomb down, and they win a 2v5.
Oh my
Things not going the way of Darksided in that last round. Cosmic, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Yes, you've got to be kidding. You lose a 2v5. Well, you lose a 5v2, I should say. But that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So it's back to Darksided. Back for pistols for Darksided, I should say. A couple of players over towards B. It's going to be Iron getting tagged down to 35 HP, and Badger getting tagged up as well. Zilkenberg doing a ton of damage. Smoke comes across to block off CT. Stick Stacey's going to slowly walk back.
Oh my brother, testify!
Chip down, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, thank you. As Iron will find a kill on to Zilkenberg. A P90 on to Machine Gun. P90's just trigger me because all you have to do is hold W and hold your left mouse click. 7-2. As Darksided look to try and regain some sort of control in this game, but it looks to be that the Mongols have got their number at the moment. We get Iron with 8 HP. It's the P90 of the P90 on Machine Gun. We'll get the kill onto Iron. And here we are, swap out a P90 for an AK-47. I did say earlier on that Iron was filling in for Dexter, so I mean, you know, to fly over to the other side of the country with a stand-in and you know, try and win this, it was always going to be difficult. Desire and Rizo, thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. And this NCL should be able to stay alive from there. I think it takes about 83 damage, so if that's the case, he should have 14 HP. Oh, unless he moved. Unless, depending on where they planted the bomb, actually. Could it be Zeusy or Imagine? Well, 8-2. Mongols after 10 rounds have won 80% of it, and
Oh my brother, testify.
after a couple of rounds where they had the timer run out, you can actually argue the point that they could be up 10-0, but not the case. Hey, oh, thanks for the follow, considering you tried to talk shit to me earlier on, but it doesn't bother me. Badger, meanwhile, will get the opening pick onto Zilkenberg. As Machine Gun will find one, but Dick Stacey gets one before he's traded out. So there's a heavy presence here towards B as Flex. He's not going to find NCL as they'll blind it up. And Badger and I and Cabby coming in with the flank should be able to get INS. Oh, what a nice flick onto Iron's head. And Badger now has got to worry about two different angles. Cabby just waiting inside the little cubby towards A. Badger's going to... You'd almost think that Badger would walk back by him. And he's not even going to turn around and watch. Cabby gets him in the back of the head like a real man. The mighty Nico, thanks for the follow. Shit talk, yeah. Not everybody in Australia is lining up to play an online match in Perth. Beat Legacy with Iron Cup, beat Monks with 150 ping. Well, it is what it is, I guess. I am going to charge my phone because my phone is going flat. Holy shit, there's a lot of shit on my desk. Okay, the 12th round incoming. And well, it's some pistols that are working for Darksided. They found 2 kills, in fact make that 3 kills as they turn around, as Badger turns around at the wrong time. It's 3v2. Still pistols for Darksided. They haven't been able to pick up any rifles at the moment. Nice little Molotov off there, but Sync's going to run through that and try and get a kill, and it's going to be punished. 2 on 2. Man, he's going to get his head ripped off his shoulders yet again, thanks to Cabby. As there it is, Dick Stacey finds a kill through the smoke. Now, he won't know this, but the bomb has been dropped. He's got 26 HP. As Cabby's just going to pull out the P250, get him through the smoke. And that's a good round for Darksided, considering they lost it. They managed to take 4 guns out of the hands of the Mongols, but Cabby sitting at 13,000 at the moment. They're making so many mistakes, it's difficult to watch. Well, you know what? They all make mistakes. They're just doing what they think is right in the heat of the moment. 10-2 in favour of the Mongols. Legacy got 16-2 by the Mongols. So what's it doing? Do they have 100 ping? Hey, APOC is in Tainted Mines with Ofnu. And didn't APOC just join Tainted Mines? Who did Tainted Mines just pick up? And it was on Lance. Nice shot from Badger. He's going to take down Cabby. But did he also spot that second player that's already made his way through onto A? And it's going to be Iron who actually needs to be careful of this. Surely there's got to be some frustration there at the Darksided teammates. But from where we stand, he wasn't able to see that someone had already made it out through Boiler. And it's a 3-on-4. We've got a 3-on-3 as NCL. 3-on-2 actually. Sync found one while NCL found Flicks. And Sugo is going to look to get the spray onto Dick Stacey. And this round is going horribly wrong here. And there it is. Finally, something goes right, but the full 10-second defuse. More than enough time. Badger finds 3 kills. Sync finds 2. And it's now going to be 10-3. Dubs, no worries. I was going to do the Wrecker and Vici game, but Blair kind of kicked me off because the Dreamhack channel is going to be doing that, which is where I'll be tomorrow and also Sunday for the grand final. I'll be doing a duo cast with Blair. So, cast was a stand-in. It's kind of going to be Tainted Mines 5th. They actually had a 5th. Liaz left. Shaw was downhill, Tainted Mines, came top 4 Premier Land with Chutch. Yeah. It'll be interesting to have a lot of firepower, not sure how they would go. with tactics. Yeah, Tainted Mind squad, I did read somewhere that they have got a lot of aimers. But whether who IGL's in that team, it's going to be a different story. But with Aircast, they won land. As we got one person in the graveyard at the moment, Iron will take down NCL Sync. Gets taken down. Badger. And now that's going to be Badger actually getting taken down there by Cabby. 3 on 3. 13 HP here for Iron. Bomb will go down. And they're now going to realise that this is a tough situation to find themselves in. They've got a tough call to make here. They haven't got a lot of money. And this could end at a 12-3 half if they don't get the opening kill. Flicks, finds one. Iron goes down. 2 players coming in from Library, but it's Cabby to get the ace. He demolishes the entire Darksided team with the AK-47 as he finds himself on 15 kills, top fragging in the server. Premier Lane with Aircast. Fake news. Doesn't look like a very tactical team. Leaz told me was calling. Yeah, Chris, yeah, if anyone is in chat, don't type in caps. I still haven't figured out that my Nightbot likes to time people out. The P90 finds 1, finds 2, give it 50 bullets, he'll find 3. The gun that really tilts me when you just hold W and hold the left click on your mouse. Meanwhile, Zilkenberg in a 1-on-2. Well, this could get really interesting here. Maybe they're all calling. You like the old Atletico? Yeah, look, if you're talking about okay, let me think. Sonic, Chutch, Wizard, Leaz, and there was always one more that I was getting. Infrequent. I believe that was the old Atletico lineup. And they were fucking off the charts. Like, they were near unbeatable at some stages. Anyhow, bomb gets planted. 15th round. No saving here for Darksided. They're in a 2-on-1. Both have got AKs. They've got a kit onto Badger as they're going to make their way onto the site. They're going to Molotov out a quad. And smart play from Iron and Badger as we now finish at an 11-4 scoreline and what could have been a really, really even uglier scoreline considering that the 2 rounds that we have a look. These 2 rounds here, rounds 4 and 5 where they ran out of time, they could have easily been a different story had they actually, pushed out any further. I mean, this round they got lucky. There was a round here, somewhere around here. Actually, I think it might have been. Why would you do that to me, GoTV? I think it was that round there, and I think it was in a 4-on-3 in favour of Darksided, and they actually lost 2 players, and they went on to save that round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure this must have been about 8 bomb plants or so. Was it Kyoto? No, was it Kyoto? I thought it was Sonic, Wizard, Infrequent, Chutch, and Leaz. No, look, I'm not going to argue. I'm sure you're right. Oh, Cabby finds 1. We get into the pistol round. Zilkenberg finds 1. Sync finally gets a trade frag in. It's a 4-on-3. As Sugu and Sync are going to battle it out from Library and Arch. Both with USPs. That's a nice shot from Sync. 3-on-3 now. Oh, machine gun from the top of T stairs. Finds Sync. And Zilkenberg finds 1. He finds the second one. No, it's actually Sugu. He finds that one. And yes, they turned into Tainted Minds. Yes, they were. Look, the old Atletico side, they were certainly one of the best, or if not the best, in AU at the time before they left that Atletico, went over to Tainted Minds, and obviously a few things happen and a few things change. 12-4 in favour. And I like the way that Darksided approached this round. They didn't go anywhere near the bottom of banana or even the bottom of mid. Just in case the nade stack came in like it did from the Mongols. Whereas if you get... yeah, the story that I heard was that with Liaz and Tainted Minds, that if they made one more change, that he was gone. It's the Mighty Nico and Skeletor. Thanks for the follow. By the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. Badger, already been taken down. Dick Stacy looking to take down Cabby, but in comes Zilkenberg. On the boiler side, he will take down another kill. Needs to reload. There's a lot of deep players here. As Flicks is going to find 2. He's going to find 3. He can actually find the ace here. He's got to be real careful about this. If he can take down Cabby and take the fight with NCL. First of all, if he wins this fight with NCL, he's got a very big chance at winning this round, but they're not going to give him an inch here. There's Flicks. Will he do the 1-on-4 clutch? He does! He gets the ace! Flicks keeps Darksided in the game. And we're still going. Darksided and not giving up. And what a 1-on-5. Believe that could have been the 1-on-5 clutch, if not a 1-on-4. Yes, go God Flicks. Wow, wouldn't that be a boost to his confidence right now? That could be a boost in confidence for the entire Darksided team. They're still 7 rounds behind the Mongols. Clara, I don't know about Clara. Isn't that the chick that got caught cheating on stream? Who the fuck does that? Seriously. Oh, no. Clara was the friend, eh? The little Asian chick that was caught cheating on stream. Why the fuck would you cheat in CS? Well, I can say that's not the only ace clutch that I've seen here tonight. I seen one on Exotic TV, and it was actually for match point 2. He needed to find 1-on-5 on Nuke, and he needed to get the 1-on-5 clutch for his team to stay in the game and send it to overtime. And fair enough, he got the clutch and ended up winning 19-17. And they were down 13-2 on Nuke. How about that for a comeback? Well, I've seen 2 1-on-5 ace clutches today. So, Darksided right now playing is very slow, playing it very passive, trying to get any information that they can. As well, Badger just gets ripped to shreds as they're going to make their way over towards A. And meanwhile, Zilkenberg, a machine gun, they're going to find a kill each. Zilken's actually going to find a second kill, and all of a sudden it's Flicks left in a 1-on-3. And he needs to reload. He whips out the Tech 9, something that done a fair bit of damage in the previous round. And they have just swamped around Flicks at the moment. But no more. Flicks can't do it 2 rounds in a row. 13-5. And you would all but think that this is all but match or game over for Darksided, unfortunately. You know they're not going to give up. You know they're going to do everything that they can to try and take out map number 1. They're still 11 rounds from picking up the victory. Mongols just needing 3 rounds. Yeah, see? Digital. You just got wrecked by my iPod. See? Don't post that shit in my chat. Oh, these nades. Molotovs. There's just so much damage. Flicks, half his HP. Dick Stacy lost 3/4. Iron losing 1/4. Sink being dealt some damage as well. Look, Nuke might be shit, but I'm just saying it was a 1-on-5 clutch to send it into OT, and he does it. Alright, couple of UMPs, couple of M4s and an AK for the Mongols to work with. It's all 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle. Some head armor, some body armor. There's the bomb. It's going to make its way up banana. And it's NCL with a UMP only, but in comes Suga right now. He's going to find one, he's going to find two. He gets the spray. He finds three before Flicks takes him down. Silkenberg comes in for the final kill. NCL holds strong on the site, 14-5. 2 rounds away from the Mongols picking up map number 1. So, with this cast being done, let's say, I've already been live for an hour. I done 4 and a bit hours for WCA, then I done 4 hours. So already I'm into 9 hours of streaming and casting CS matches today alone. Wow. Can anyone say bloodbath at the top of banana? So that's exactly what it looks like. As they're going to rush straight through the smoke. Zilkenberg waiting on the other side. I'm surprised he didn't. Both of them Flicks. 1 on 3. I feel like I've said this before, but he's the last player alive. He's going to sit in towards library, have a seat, maybe think about reading a book. I used that one before. You think Zil? Come on. Do you think they'd be playing in this if they were cheating? Don't think so. Alright, Flicks gonna make his way out of library into the little cubby. Cabby gets taken down, so Flicks will be able to get a bomb plant out of this one, but Sugu is gonna make his way from Arch, and he's now gonna wrap onto the site. He will get the spray onto Flicks, and Sugu actually picks up 3 kills in that round. Map point for the Mongols. In fact, they've got 10 of them. Oh, 1 second, I'll give you... Like I said, I'll try and have a look at the Nightbot after this map, in between map 1 and 2. That way we can try and get clips posted at least. Alright, so not the strongest of buys for Darksided, but fine, he's going to be the first one taken down, and Cabby finds 2. Machine Gun finds 1. And the Mongols are 2 kills away from sending us into map number 2. But meanwhile, Badger and Flicks bringing this back into a 2-on-2 after being in a 2-on-5. Badger found 2 kills with the UMP at the top of banana on players that had M4s and really shouldn't have lost. I think Badger would expect another kill. Machine Gun with that AWP. There he is. Nice flick shot. Gets the corner of the wall. It's all left up to Flicks. This is to keep them in the game. As he just peeks off the coffins at the wrong time. One's already making his way onto the bomb site. It's Zilkenberg. They smoke the bomb. They're going to tap it out. They get flashed. And there it is. Does he have time? He has time. He's got it. GG's ring out in the chat. 16-5 in favour of the Mongols. We'll just... Oh, I don't want that. I want that. And we're going to go 5 and 16. No, why would you do that, you idiot? Oh my god. Right, now I get back into the game screen. Well, that was a quick round. A quick game. Quick game's a good game. I'll get onto my Nightbot. And we'll have a look. See if you guys can... Dreamhack versus the Mongols. Land final Mongols want to play Just see and later blame. Look, what? Yeah, but what? Cheating on land. Go figure. Okay, let's log in. So we wait for map number 2 to start. Play some tunes. Spam protection. Alright, okay, we'll disable that. We'll disable that. Oh, excuse me. In fact, he was here. He lied. If you got that link again, I'm going to permit you to post the link. So you got 60 seconds to post it. Let's have a look at the Vici and Rekka game that we were going to cover, and fuck. 11-4 Vici on Train on the CT side. In fact, it's 12-4. Okay, well, alright, for people that that might not know in the chat, I'm actually in a wheelchair and I just got told to break a leg. Oh, that's funny as fuck, just saying. What is map 3? Map 3 is, what did I say? Cash. For the people that are trying to keep tabs on the other game, Boots and Greyhound. Greyhound are leading 8-7 on Train. Use my charger, not working.
Oh my brother! Testify!
Alright, let's have a look why the charger isn't working. The charger should be working. Tactic CSGO. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Okay, alright. Never mind, don't stress, guys. I got my charger to work. Okay, yeah, Boots and Greyhound. Greyhound are leading 12. In fact, they're down 8-12 on map number 1, map on Train. Have a look at the other matches going on. Vici are leading 14-4 over Rekka on Train. You just seen TheMongolz 16-5, and RVN beating Tai Lu at the moment 5-1. On Overpass. So something different.
Oh my brother! Testify!
Gabby, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Cash map 3. Yes. Okay, so that's done. 21. waiting for the players to ready up. And we'll get into the second map. In the meantime, I'm going to have a look at where is this ECS stream going to? And if I tell me it's going to YouTube, yeah, fuck. Are you serious right now? Let's have a look. I'm keen to watch it. ECS Season 3 live finals day 1. Yep. I guess I'll have to have a look on HLTV. They haven't started it, so they're still talking shit. Gabby, you can't post links, buddy. I have no idea what you guys are saying, but all I can see is Road to the Major. Alright, so with that being done, alright, map number 2 between Darksided and TheMongolz. It's only the knife round. I thought it was in the pistol round. So you will see the FPS drop a little bit. I was alt-tabbed out. Alt-tab back in. No point trying to call this one, because I tell you what happens when people use their knife and they left and right click their mouse. People get stabbed, people die. So this time Darksided opted to start on the T side. Pretty sure, considering that the Darksided won, and yet they decided to swap. Well, well, well. Here we are, map number 2 of this best of 3. The Mongols have a 1 map advantage. We've got 4 sets of body armor on the CT side. Sync the only player not to buy. In fact, we're going to have 5 sets of body armor, opting to go with no kit. And we've got 4 sets of body armor on the T's. We've also got a smoke and 2 flashbangs to work with. As Iron, he's going to fire up 1 bullet, going to tag Sugu down to 86 HP. I wonder if it's Tugu. I think we'll go with Tugu this time. So they're going to work towards this B bomb site where 2 players for Darksided are sitting. In fact, make that 3, but there goes Flicks. He's going to get taken down, and in comes a rotation, and NCL finds Sync, and NCL jumping up, and you're going to find a kill. Now it's left up to Iron in a 1v4. He's already found 4 kills, and jumping around like a madman was Tugu. 1 on 3. There's nothing worse than getting triple peaked by the enemy team when you're trying to fight them 1-on-1. The Mongols win the pistol round yet again, as they did in the first half. On map number 1, they took out the pistol round. I have no idea what you said. Temjin? This used to be an English only channel, well, an English channel anyway, so that's what these matches get casted in. As Zilkenberg finds Iron early on in this second round. Now, this is Darksided's map pick. Stacy will get taken down. Zilkenberg has found 2 in the round, looking to find another 2 more. Needs to get help from his teammate, and looks away at the wrong time, and NCL gets the trade kill. Tugu should be able to change the UMP for an AK-47. As it's exactly what happens. Now he's going to make his way back down to connector, and there goes NCL with a nice headshot onto Flicks, and Sink finds nothing as Cabby lines him up. Takes his head off his shoulders. 2-0. So let's hope Darksided aren't going down this long, dark path of not getting a lot of rounds on their CT side as they did in map number 1. And with the stats that come out from HLTV, if this does go to map 3, the Mongols, they're yet to be defeated on it. I think they played something, I think it was 13 or 18 games. And they're yet to find, or yet to feel a defeat on Cash. As Iron is going to miss those shots as NCL now with the Mac 10. Machine Gun finds 1, he finds 2. Iron gets taken down, and the Mac 10 going to try and rack in some dosh. And the Deagle comes back out for NCL, but in comes Sugu thinking about the knife, but he kills him before he can get it. And the Mongols now take another 3-0 lead. Easy peasy, as you say. In fact, I almost want to get a bet because I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. Okay, I'll get back into the game and then I'll look to put a bet on the ECS game. So they're up on the Badger this time, as Badger is going to miss the shot. And Iron gets taken down at the bottom of connector. Badger already tagged up to half HP. Zilkenberg, similar sort of HP. Switch the numbers around and you've got the exact same HP. Stick Stacy looks to clear out Monster. Spots one player out, and it's still a man advantage for the Mongols. As there goes Stick Stacy with a nice kill on to Cabby. Sink coming in from the pit. From the side of pit will take down Zilkenberg, and Machine Gun will also get taken down by Sink, standing behind the pillar. 4-on-2. Unfortunately, we've seen Darksided lose these. Not sure whether Dick Stacy just seen him cross just then. Dick Stacy 50 HP. Badger on 50 as well, and Dick Stacy gets taken down. But it's Tugu on 25. 25 HP, that is. And Seal's made his way all the way up onto A at the moment. And he's done that all by himself without making a sound. And Badger's going to tag him up. But it's not going to be enough. 30, you make the 40 HP between the both players at the moment. And it's a 2-on-2. 10 seconds to go. The Mongols are going to get this bomb plant in. As Darksided, they're just going to start to push through this smoke. And there it is, Flicks with a nice shot. As NCL with a nice flick onto Sink, but now that's giving his position away. It's the full 10-second defuse coming out. He just has to play time, and Flicks, don't worry about playing time, he gets the kill. NCL can't clutch that one out. Darksided to get there first on map number 2. Badger's going to be happy. Oh, excuse me. Badger's going to be happy. He's going to be able to have an AWP. A few M4s and a UMP onto Iron. All players in the server have got kills. We've actually got 8 kills onto NCL, who is top rating in the server. Then you got 5 kills to Machine Gun doing the majority of the workload. Iron almost getting caught out of position yet again. But this time, Tugu is going to clear out the connector. So they've got a choice on where they want to go. Whether they want to make their way towards A or whether they want to come back and take over the B bomb site. Squeaky door does open, there's going to be Flicks who gets dealt a heavy bit of damage now. Dick Stacey will take down the machine gun. As Cabby does a little bit of damage. As Dick Stacey and Flicks both on 30 on HP. They've decided they're going to make their way towards A. As Zilkenberg misses that shot onto Badger, but he does tag him. So 3 of the players right now. Cabby coming in from Monster gets double teamed. Dick Stacey on 2 HP. Although this is a 5-on-3, this would easily be a 2-on-2. Flicks. He gets annihilated. And there goes Iron. He's going to get taken down. Zilkenberg through the smoke. And the 3-on-5 now calls for what you'd think must be a save here from Dick Stacey. 1 HP for Tugu and Dick Stacey on 2. Well, Taffy the Muppet, good evening. And we just witnessed the Mongols take a 3-on-5 situation, but we'll let the Mongols, we'll let Darksided slip on that, considering 3 of them were already on low HP. Bomb will go off, and it's now going to be 4-1 in favour of the Mongols. Zilkenberg with the hacks, 3v5. Yes, unfortunately it was a 3v5, but like I said, 3, if not 4 of the players were heavily tagged. Round 6, I'm going to drink. Well, the fountain push comes and the short water push. As Machine Gun is not going to be able to find one. As Tugu finds one at the fountain, he finds a second. Sink gets taken down by Cabby. In comes Flicks down to 7 HP. He will also get a kill, and it's a 3-on-2. This time the advantage back in the favour of the Mongols. Tugu's got the bomb on his back. See if Badger can hear him out towards A long, and he's making a fair bit of noise, and NCL takes down Flicks. Oh. Badger just firing away onto Sugu. The bomb goes to go down, but now they're going to play Ringa Ringa Rosie. Teammates will come in. And there we go. They double team Badger. And it's 5-1. 998863151123. Relax with the swearing. Don't mind you swearing. Just ease up on the word you used before bet. The MF word. So pistols yet again for Darkside. As it's going to be Cabby and Zilkenberg. Cabby finds one through a wall of some sort. Well, Badger. Yeah, he's going to get 1 kill. He's going to get Molotov out of that one. And in comes Iron. From the side of the pit ramp there. Cabby spotted them both out. Cabby's going to find one. He's got 15 HP left. So they're going to do the bait and switch. There we go. Now it is 6-1. IBGN. Mommy, the Mongols is cheating. Well, if you bet on this game, you need your head checked. Well, not necessarily, because there are games to bet on. If you think you can make $1 or $2, well, why not go for it? So the 8th round, and it's already the Mongols with a commanding lead in map number 2. As now it's going to be a double peek out towards A long. Nice little 1-for-1 trade for Darksided. So now going to push out towards Monster. Dick Stacey going to be able to hit that one, and he gets the kill. Once again, the bait and switch comes out. Got one player over towards the sandbags, and it's machine gun down to 0 HP, courtesy of Flicks. Zilkenberg going to throw a nade, and as he throws the nade, it's Dick Stacey, who not only nearly swallows that nade, but he gets the kill. And now it's left to NCL with a 1-on-4. A couple of players tagged here for Darksided. So NCL can do a fair bit of damage, but Iron turns around and gets that kill. 3 AKs saved for Darksided. You didn't bet? Oh look, I'm sure there are people that did bet out there, and hey, like I said, if you're gonna have a bet, gamble responsibly. Six to 2 Darksided are yet to string a round back to back. And it's the Mongols now. They have a triple round lead over Darksided. Yes, we're into the 9th round on map number 2 for the Dreamhack Masters Malmo's 2017 OCE and China qualifier. This is the quarterfinals, best of 3. 4 matches being played, 8 teams. Losers are out of the tournament. The winners will go on to face each other tomorrow night. As the boost comes in from Iron and Badger, and they get 1 kill. Then the winner on Sunday night, that'll be the grand final. And that'll be on the Dreamhack CS, which should be myself and Blair covering that one. Zuckerberg toggling it off when it becomes 2. I was like, come on, man. I need to say that, you know, people are toggling. So it's a 3v5. We've seen a situation like this a few rounds ago where the Mongols had a 2-man disadvantage, and yet they found the win in that round, and Badger gets 1 before he gets traded out. So essentially it's still a 2-man advantage here for Darksided, as NCL's already made the choice to save, and Machine Gun is now going to follow that choice. And so from tripling the amount of rounds that Darksided have, it's now only going to be double. All in the space of 1 round. 6 to 3 in favour of the Mongols. So Darksided showing a bit of resilience here in the second map. Nine rounds in, 11 kills for NCL, 9 kills for Tugu. Machine Gun, 7, Zilkenberg 5, Cabby on 4, 6 kills for Iron, Dick Stacey and Flicks on 5, Sink on 4, and Badger on 3. Iron once again, along with Badger's going to be taken down towards A long, and they line up for Iron, but he can only get 2 before he gets traded, and Flicks will take down Machine Gun. All of a sudden, we're left in a 3-on-2. And 35 seconds gone in the 10th round. And we've already lost half the players in the server. A little flashbang comes out from Dick Stacey, just surviving with 6 HP. And Zilkenberg here in a 1-on-3. Got an AWP on the back Followed in by the bomb in his back pocket. Flex is going to be able to hear him over towards the party area, and you just look at the mini map and it's already the rotation out. And a pause will be coming out. And you already see by NCL that it is going to be a tactical timeout. Flicks thought about the knife until Zilkenberg decided to turn around and try and back away. He had no choice but to shoot him. So they've got up to 5 minutes of this tactical pause to use. And in the meantime, that's going to allow me to do two things. Make a bet. And also check the game between FaZe and Optic. If you haven't got a second screen, you're not watching it, put it on, unless you don't want to watch it. They're playing on Overpass. Actually, come on, get off this scrub. It's 3-all in Optic and FaZe in a best of one. Let's have a look at okay, so I think we got a good chance here. Let's just chuck 50 of it. Alright, we'll get back into the game. So there's no FPS. Yes, I can show you their ping again. It's still sitting at around 100 for the Mongols. As Iron gets a nice kill onto NCL. In comes Machine Gun with the Tech 9. Smoke gets deployed, and now the A split is coming into effect. Iron is going to find one. He actually finds a second in the round. And all of a sudden the Mongols, with the early rotation being called here from Darksided, the brakes have been put on hold. And now they're going to wonder where they go. Yes, it's 50 for Dark. It's roughly 50 for Darksided and roughly 100 for the Mongols. Oh, I think I'm getting sick. Flex finds one. Iron finds a third. Left up to the final player alive, which is Tugu. So it's going to be a tall order. I don't expect him to get any more than, I was going to say any kill, but it turns out he will, and Badger will find the final kill. And yes, Darksided, after being down 6-1, finding themselves just one round behind the Mongols here late in the first half. Once again, 3 players towards B for Darksided. Badger going to miss the first shot. The player jumping over towards the park. Oh, excuse me. So, what looks like it will be a slow round for both teams as they wait for the aggression to come out. Bomb's going to make its way over towards A long at the moment. It's going to be dropped. In fact, it's going to be dropped just behind the party area. This bait, trying to bait into Badger. As Iron will find one. And will also do a ton of damage to Zilkenberg. Down to 16 HP. Look at Iron just pushing up, no respect. Finds Zilkenberg and actually finds the bomb. As Machine Gun finally trades it back. So with Flicks still on the site. Right up with Badger. It's going to be Dick Stacey who is going to find Cabby. And 2B4 as they make their way over towards B. Couple of smokes out on the site. At the moment, I'm just solo casting. Timer is going to be out. And NCL finds a kill onto Dick Stacey, and that could have been crucial had he had gotten those final 2 kills after the timer had ran out. But it is 6 apiece. So it's still 5 AKs for the Mongols. And I think maybe they need to try and get a fast execution. And A comes out from Sync. Takes 25 HP off Zilkenberg. As they waiting to push through the monster sewer pipes. And the flank coming in from Iron already. Flicks with 1. Sync with 1. Dick Stacey with 1. He gets taken down. Flicks with a second. And Machine Gun gets taken down by Badger. Almost the team ace. 7-6 for the first time. Darksided take the lead. And they're starting to string a few rounds together. And with 2 rounds left, they're going to have enough money to buy out for the rest of the half. So weapons are not going to be an issue here for Darksided as they look to send us into a 3rd map here in the quarterfinal. So the smoke and a flash towards long. Heavy presence yet again. This time Iron is dinked up. NCL will take down Flicks. But it's Iron to find a 2nd kill. Looking to reload. Now pulls out the USP. Finds 1 with the USP. So he's found 3 altogether. And although it is a 3-on-2, Darksided, they still need to be careful of the Mongols at the moment. And make sure they don't give away a free kill or an easy kill. That could change the course of the round. So they are playing this very, very slow. They are spread out. Not only on the defense, but also on the offense. Dick Stacey's got a tight angle. He also needs to be careful of the squeaky door, but he'll be able to hear that open. Hence the reason why there are 2 players on this A-bomb site. We got Badger and Sync. And here it comes, and in comes Dick Stacey. He's going to find 1. He won't find the 2nd. He will drop the bomb. The bomb carrier. Here's now Machine Gun left in a 1-on-2. Oh, and Machine Gun almost got the spray. Darksided with 1 round to go. They're officially going to win the half. Alright, time you out for 30 minutes, buddy. Take your shit elsewhere. No one wants to know where you're gambling on. Unless I ask you, that's fine. Iron now at the bottom of the connector stairs. Gonna smoke that Molotov, and Cabby should be able to get him, and he does so. But the double peak coming out from the CTs. Sync on 12 HP. As Cabby is going to spot Badger down to 15 HP. Advantage, HP advantage anyway, heavily in favour of the Mongols as they look to to get a round win in the 15th round. Smokes, flashes, couple HEs come out. Badger just surviving somehow, but Sink coming in with the flank, and this could be a sick flank. Flicks is over towards A Long. At the moment, Flex now. He's going to take one out. Tugu right now takes one. He finds a second, and 3 on 2. Badger and Dick Stacey. Dick Stacey finds one. Can he find a second? Yes, he can. Last round of the first half, so no point saving. Oh, there it is. Dick Stacey. Just the game sense and the game awareness. Picks up 3 kills in a 2 on 3. He don't need no one to tell him what to do. Dick Stacey finishes the round off with 12 kills. Yes, 9-6 in favour of Darksided. And while you're watching that, I'm going to take a look and turns round. You fucking beauty. What did I put? I didn't put a fucking $1.50 on that. That's shit. Alright. Let's have a look. Alright, so we'll get back into this one. Get that off. And it's going to be 4 sets of body armour on the T side. Same sort of setup on the CT. They've also got a kit to work with. So look to come out a squeaky door, and Flicks almost gets that shot onto Machine Gun as he was jumping from the sandbags, trying to spot over towards the short sewer pipes. But now they are going to make their way onto A, and NCL was going to find one onto Dick Stacey. In comes Iron from long, getting gooched onto one, but it's Flicks who takes down Cabby. Iron will take down one as well. That's NCL down. 4v3. Bringing back to a 3 on 3 here in a second half. Tugu can actually find it, but he can't. It's actually on 9 HP, and that was awkward between Tugu and Iron. As Sink is now just running out in the middle of the site just to get a kill over towards Bank. And Tugu's actually baiting his teammate here. 79 HP up against 9. And that should have been the way it should have gone first. Sink finds 3 to close this one out. Darksided. They're going to find double figures first. Now, they were down 6-1. This has been an absolute dominating streak here for Darksided. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 rounds in a row. I could have done the math with 6-1 and 1 minus 10 equals 9. Wow. Bex, there you go, buddy. So it's pistol on armour here for the Mongols as Zilkenberg takes Iron down. And although they have SMGs, it's still going to be a tough time as Zilkenberg is going to find an AK-47 for his troubles. And well, you just have a feeling that things are about to go wrong here for Darksided. They're still at a man disadvantage right now. As there comes Dick Stacey to take down Zilkenberg, and the AK retrieved for Darksided. In fact, they've got 2 AKs to work with here. NCL with a P250 at close range. These guys need to take long battles, long aim duels. That's what is going to favour them. Zilkenberg's hack stopped working. Come on. Yeah, I just said that before. 3 on 3, 35 seconds remain in the 17th round. And well, if your name's Machine Gun, you're just going to pop out, get one. We need to be careful because there's still one player towards short. And oh my, NCL, as the bomb goes down, well, it actually didn't go down, it actually got stopped there, but Dick Stacey comes in with the quad kill. And think back to when it was 6-2. They had triple the amount of rounds Mongols had over Darkside, and now all of a sudden, Darkside had 1 round away from doubling the Mongols' score. It was still on 6. So it's a tough task for the Mongols, as they've seemed to gone away from their strategy that was worked for them in the first 6 rounds and what worked for them on Inferno. There's already an opening kill for NCL onto Dick Stacey. But as they come out onto the A bomb site from A long, they're going to send the UMP into action. Sink finds 2. $1,200 picked up there. Flicks, meanwhile, he's going to find 1. And Badger's going to find Machine Gun, leaving Cabby with 11 HP inside of the bank stairs. As he will get spotted out. As Flicks is going back for an AK, I believe. Yes, he will. Cabby on 11 HP, not going to survive. Badger finds 2. And it's now 12-6. So an 11 round winning streak for Darksided in this best of 3. This is map number 2 of this best of 3 if you just joined us. If you've been with us the entire second map and you missed map 1, it went 16-5 the way of Mongols. And I did say if this does go to cash, I think that the Mongols are a better chance at taking out this best of 3, but I do hope that I am wrong just for the Australian prospect of the game. Zilkenberg is going to find Flex. Cabby on top of the toxic barrels right now. He hasn't even spotted out Iron. He finally will spot him out as he looks to get a kill through the smoke, and he does so. Badger left in a 1v3. He comes in with the UMP. He's going to have to reload. He pulls out the P250, and all of a sudden, Cabby and Badger in a 1v1. Cabby gets the spray on him. Cabby picks up 3 kills. Badger picked up 3 kills. 10-second defuse comes out for the Mongols, and they find their first round in 12 rounds of CS. Unbelievable play from the Mongols. They have stopped the run of Darkside. Now can Darkside, can they do the ultimate punishment? Can they reset the Mongols at a perfect stage of the game? And if you go up 13-7 and you've just reset your opponents, they virtually eco 1 and then probably force buy into like a UMP or even a pistol armor buy, and then you certainly put yourself in a good position, you know, to close out the map. We're still 4 rounds away from doing so, but it would be a great start as Dick Stacey takes down Zilkenberg. Still got to play it over towards A long. That's going to be watching for the push. He's going to be able to hear this one. The bomb dropped back towards. Doesn't really matter because I don't think that they're going to need it. Sink trying to do a bit of damage as well. So it's going to be NCL to take down Flex 4v2. And looks like the Mongols, they may be able to hang on to this one as NCL pushes through and Cabby finds a sink. And we now have a 12-8 score and 4 rounds, just the difference. And that's going to put Darksided back up onto some pistols, more than likely Tech 9s and maybe a couple of P250s. We have 2 of each and maybe a Deagle in there. Let's have a look. 1 Tech 9, 2 P250s, 2 Tech 9s, 3 P250s. Yeah, it's close. It happens. There's 2 now. I'm going to try and back away as Machine Gun has already found 1. And Tugu will actually take out 2 before he gets traded. Machine Gun coming in. He's already dropped the bomb carrier Flicks in a 1v5, 1v4 I should say. As soon as he opens that squeaky door, the jig is up. Alright, Flicks and no Flicks. Flicks wants to do a lot of damage to the CT. He waits for the reload. Geez, that's just perfect timing. Just the awareness in that was unbelievable. It was unreal anyway. Flicks has got himself an AK-47, chooses to have the Tech 9, but now switches to the AK. 40 seconds remaining. He has got the bomb. So that's one less thing that he has to worry about. What a nice headshot on the Zilkenberg. He needs to be careful because there is a player over to almost got the flick. Yeah, that's NCL. Just playing with fire right now. 7 HP. Cabby comes in for the final kill. Cabby was on the flank. 12 to 9. As it's going to be Darksided buying up yet again. So we're just coming up to live on 2 hours. Just gonna check. So yeah, okay. Sorry guys, just had to alt tab out just for a second. Close something down and we're all good. Back into the game as Zilkenberg getting tagged down to 40 HP. I'm trying to do some damage from the bottom of the ladder. Round 22. At the start of the game, I thought this could have been an early 2-0 at the start of map number 2 anyway. So it's a main advantage here for Darksided. They've still got to be careful because they can still run into, run into the stack. Flicks has sort of smoked himself off from the monster sewer tunnels. Well, they're going to line up these smokes towards A. I'm going to throw them out, throw some flashbangs out, and Zilkenberg is going to be as blind as a bat. And there it is, 1 for 1. Trains. This time it's on either bomb site right now. Machine gun from behind the CT truck. It's a 3-on-3. Darksided, they need this round if they want to have any chance of potentially putting us into a third map. The nade comes out from Cabby. Cabby and NCL. They're both going to take the fight. There it is. Badger and Iron close this out. 13 to 9. Still not a great economy situation for the Mongols. You would think that maybe just a light pistol buy, and then you don't have to go up against match point if you choose to force. So, pending a really big mistake here from Darksided. It should be 14 to 9. But you can't count your chickens before they hatch. NC are already getting tagged through the wooden plank. It's going to be Zilkenberg who actually got stuck trying to jump back towards from Monster. Cabby, 22 HP. Machine gun, not sure what he's trying to do there, but he might be just trying to bait out a couple of shots, but they've got a nice little, oh, they had a nice little crossfire set up at machine gun. They've managed to find one, and now both players are very, very low. In fact, 3 of the Mongols players are below half HP. Flicks will find 2, making it 3 for the round, looking for the ace. He should be able to make it 4. He does make it 4, in fact. And let's go. Give him the ace, Flicks. You don't know where he is, but I guess you're about to be, but Iron steals the ace. Second time that we've seen an ace being stolen. And 14-9, Bye comes back out for the Mongols. Go through some of the other games for you. If you are trying to keep that, Vici and Rekka. Vici won 16-4 on Train, and it's 8-7 on Cobble. Tyloo versus RVN, 16-13. Tyloo won after being down 12-3. And Boots defeated Greyhound 16-8. We'll go back into the action here, the 24th round. Yes, it's going to be a fast B execution right now, but it's all been stopped here by NCL. He's actually found 3, but Sink now finally gets 1 to talk about. 4v2, the situation at hand is really rough as Sink. He's going to find 2 of his own. And in comes Flicks now. Flicks is going to have to 1v3. There's a couple of low HP players and he's going to do this. As now, he's left in a 1-on-1, 12 HP. Flicks all of a sudden, it's Flicks and Sink. Oh, well. He does not have a kit. He won't have enough time. He's just going to jump on the bomb anyway. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have enough time. Just to confirm that one, the bomb goes off by about 3 seconds. So he was 3 seconds too late. And now map point in favour of Darksided. And we spoke about the rounds that Darksided have lost. That time they found themselves in a 2-on-5, and they come away with an unbelievable situation where it came down to a 1-on-1, and it was just in the end a great play from, I think, what did I say, Flicks and Sink. And well, the Mongols now got to find themselves behind on 6 map points, I should say. Unbelievable CS from both teams. They've done an outstanding job on both their map picks. Iron will take down Zilkenberg. There goes Sink. He gets taken down, but it's just 8 HP there for Tugu. And there goes Dick Stacey with a nice headshot. 4-on-3. I dare say we're going to a cache map number 3. Yeah, probably in about less than a minute's time, I say. No more than 2 minutes. We've still got machine gun over towards the toxic barrels. Over on the B-bomb side, we've actually got, looks like a player inside of the bottom of connector. And in fact, that's going to be Flicks to deal a bit of damage there to Cabby. Just confirms that he is there, and he actually gets a nice headshot onto Badger. 3-on-3. Don't do this to me. There goes Dick Stacey and Flicks. Will each get a kill, and machine gun left now in a 1v3. It's all doom and gloom. Confirmed that he is on site, and machine gun finds 1. Still 100 HP. No kit to work with. And they can just set up in a crossfire. Wait for him to make a mistake. Wait for him to overpeak just like he did then. And okay, that got too close. 16-9. Darksided win map number 2. And well, we go to a third map. Let me just fix something up here. 16-9. And we'll go back into the game screen and play a bit of tunes. This is going to get really, really interesting here on the final map. Who will take out one of the quarterfinals? Tomorrow the semi-final will be on Dreamhack CSGO, which I'll be covering along with Blair, and then also the grand final, which I've been invited to cast that one as well. Okay, so it's not just my screen, not my OBS playing up. Well, I'm going to take a quick little break, and I'll leave the music up for you guys. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I am back and just looking at some stats from the both teams, TheMongolz and Darksided on cash. TheMongolz have played it 13 times, and they're actually 13 from 13 with picked up 84% win ratio on their T side. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them start on the T side and really get going. Have a look at Darksided on cash. They've played it 8 times and they've won it 57%. Picked up more rounds on their CT side than what they have on their CT, so it'll be interesting to see if both teams decide to opt to start on the side that they're most strongest on. Gameplay might be a little bit off at the moment. I am actually alt-tabbed out of the game. So we've been live for 2.25 hours at the moment. Two maps. We've seen both teams pick up their map picks respectively. 16-9 on Overpass, which was won by Darksided, and 16-5 on Cash, which was Mirage, which was picked by TheMongolz. Get into the knife round. So I know we've got a couple of Darksided fans in the chat, in the channel anyway, and I know we've got a couple of Mongols fans. So wow, this is very interesting now. Nope. Darksided have decided to swap. So they will start on the CT side. And it's going to be the Mongols starting on the T side. So this is exactly what I said. I would be interested to see what would happen if the stronger sides starting up front. So this is going to be an absolute belter. It's going to be a bell ringer. The Mongols, they are dominant on the T side, picking up 80-odd% win. And 80-odd%, I think I said 80 or 83% win on their T side. Darksided are sitting in the 50 to 60% wins on their CT side. And according to HLTV.org stats, the Mongols are yet to face defeat on Cash. As the double boost comes out, and it's Badger who's immediately dinked inside of the Z connector right now. The Mongols playing this one cautiously. There's no kits on the CT side, and they got one smoke and a flashbang on the T side, which I dare say is going to be used to smoke off highway. As Iron is going to find one inside of the toxic room. And now they wrap up on the way. But it's... what a shot. A sink gets taken down. But it's Dick Stacey who's still over behind Quad. Right now he gets one, but he can't find any more. And it's 3 on 2. As the bomb will get planted. So there's no kits. There's Zilkenberg with a P250. In hand, it does a bit of damage here to Flicks. As he's about to take Flicks down, but he takes down Iron instead. He's going to have to reload. 1v2. Why is that dropping the frames for some reason? No, we're good. And Badger finds the final kill, and he'll also get the defuse in, so... it's 1-0 to Darksided, and I think that's one of the few pistol rounds that they've won. Let's have a look. Oops. Back to close that because I'm not sure why. That's it, and then we'll get back into that. Get the alt tab fix issue. As well, it's going to be NCL inside of the main garage. Mid garage will get tagged down to 10 HP. Machine gun will take down iron. So the element of surprise for Darksided, as they were not accepting or expecting a force blow and not even an AK. There's a Mongol, thanks for the follow. There's a 4v3 flicks, and he's going to get taken down here by machine gun. Machine gun has found 2. Cabby's found 1. Sink finds 1 onto Cabby. As it's now left up to Sink in a 1v3. As unfortunately for Darksided, they're going to get reset here. And see, we're just trying to shoulder peek. And bait out. He's only got a deagle. Oh, excuse me. Sink will find him as he goes to pick up the M4. But tapping away is Machine Gun, and Machine Gun will not get the kill. There we go. So Sink picks up 3 kills. And saves an AK for his trouble, but the rest of his team are going to be forced to buy pistols. Oh, in fact, they make a lot out of it. They get a FAMAS. They get a Scout. And they get, looking at what else they've got, they've got a CZ and a 5.7. It's been a long day of casting, coming up onto nearly 10.5 hours of casting. Almost 11 by the time this match gets done. I think it's safe to say I've watched and casted my fair share of Counter-Strike today. I think it's time to watch some stuff as I slowly shut my eyes. Iron finds 1. Pushes up into defense. Pulls out the Glock for good measure. Was NCL. Both teams don't want to give too much away. The machine gun will take down Flicks. Scout's still in play. That was a FAMAS down. Iron now. Oh, we can't. Excuse me, can't get the kill with Sink now. Wow, there we go. Just as I decided to do a little bit of a hiccup burp. Dick Stacey's left in a 1-on-3. We'll see what he's going to do. We'll see if he's going to save or whether he's going to attempt to go for this one. He goes for it. And there goes his head right back. This is his last hope. Well, with Greyhound getting beat, yeah, okay, Darksided. Let's just line up for a shooting gallery that they rotate towards A. Would probably be smart to send the bomb towards B. Oh, Sink goes to shut the door, but he cops the ultimate price in his life. And there it is. They pick up 1 kill. Yeah, shut the door on yourself. Nice work, Zilkenberg. Yeah, Greyhound is gone, mate. They're out. I think they got beat 16-8. And I think they had an 8-7 lead at halftime. Dav Cole, thanks for the follow. I'm going to try for the new wallbang spot, are we? Phew, that was close, machine gun. Oh, look, there's still 30 odd days to go. Trying to do the best I can to raise some money for you. If it doesn't happen, well, then it doesn't happen. I'll just stick with what I've got. I'm also trying to get the NBN too, but that's been ongoing for 5 or 6 weeks, courtesy of Telstra. I can't tell you how many times I've been on the phone. Nice shot from Machine Gun, who does take down Dick Stacey. Man advantage early on here for the Mongols. They're starting to look good and starting to get a reel on. Starting to get some momentum as well. As Sink did take down Zilkenberg. And there goes Badger. He's going to get taken down inside of A main. Sink over towards the MBK spot. Defense split into a 1-1-1. Yes, it was a good shot from Machine Gun with a nice little flick on top of the boost spot. And Machine Gun now going to get punished for not trying to clear his corner as he was trying to escape the A main position. As Flicks will take down Cabby. Uh-oh, Sink's going to get punished. You shouldn't have jumped. Well, it doesn't matter if he jumped anyway, but look, Bomb's going to go down. 25 seconds. And there it is. No kits on the CTs. As Iron is going to find the first one. Now, they've got a rough idea on where he may be, and Flicks just spotted up and kind of just jump spotted then. As they're both trying to jump spot. It's now Flicks. Can he get this kill? He will get the kill. Picks up 2 kills. And there we go. It is 3-2. 3-2. The Mongols are still going to have plenty of money to buy. Korea had 50 to 100 ping. Singapore team had 5. Yep. Look, that's the same with, with this game here, the Mongols. Yeah, they got 100 ping and Darksided got 50. So, I mean, yeah, the low ping obviously helps, but trying to find a balance for the two teams for it to be even. Having the teams fly over to Perth to give it somewhat of an equal advantage. Well, not equal advantage, but an equal level playing field rather than advantage to one team. So a minute and a quarter remain in round number 6. And we are seeing these teams duke it out. As Iron, well, nice shot on the Machine Gun. Machine Gun not even looking the right way. As Iron's going to find one. He does get punished for it. But finally going to be traded out there by Flicks. 2-man advantage. 2 players tagged. Flicks and Badger. Badger playing from checkers. Trying to spot towards Toxic. Toxic Sunroom. Wait, seriously? How about you just fuck off for 30 minutes? No, we had 130 ping. Oh, that sucks. So I do apologise for the old tapping out, but when you have fucking clowns like that trying to come in and trying to promote a gambling website without even asking, how about you just go fuck yourself? Apologise for the language, but people like that shit me. Fucking trolls. Go promote it on your own Twitch. Probably have no one watching anyway. Alright, 3 apiece, round number 7. As a Badger will take down Cabby. He did only have a pistol, but nonetheless it's still an opening kill. Wow, Machine Gun just gonna push through the smoke without his teammates, thinking he can do it all on his lonesome. They got a smoke and a flash to work with. Deagle, Tech 9 and P250. 9 works. Zilkenberg is going to get a kill, but it's going to be Molotoved out from the site. And Dick Stacey comes in, chimes in with a second kill, 3rd kill in the round. And NCL, can Dick Stacey, can he get the quad kill? He will get the quad kill with these last bullets. And there it is, Darksided. They reclaimed the lead after winning the pistol round and losing it. Losing the anti-eco the following round after that. Mongols keep doing stupid picks. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of making it hard for themselves. Not sure of the time in where the Mongols are playing from. Does Brett have a Twitter? Yep, if you type in !Twitter, it'll give you a link to my Twitter directly. There you go. I'll give you my Twitter handle anyway. So Cabby looking to get an opening kill inside of checkers, he does so. As Iron breaks both sides of the fence to finally get that trade kill out. As it's now 4v4. Bomb still towards A main at the moment. Just kind of holding back, not trying to give any information on where the bomb may be going. A nice shot from NCL right under Dick Stacey, right through his eyeballs. As a bomb, he's going to rotate back through mid, and he's actually going to go back towards B, so it's going to go through B main, and more than likely going to clear out checkers because, hey, that's where Iron's playing from. I'm not sure if I thanked Dav Cole for the follow, but if I didn't, thank you anyway. Happened 8 minutes ago, so I'm a little bit slow on that one. And Iron is going to find one. Bomb going back towards A, and Badger finds Zilkenberg. And they've just fallen for this hook, line, and sinker. So it's a 2v3 situation right now. 2v1 as Machine Gun make that a 1v2 and Iron. Machine Gun just B-hops out of harm's way. Iron finds one. Oh, he just gave up his spot. There he goes. It's not even close to being anywhere near defusing that bomb without being spotted. 4 apiece. These two players are going backwards and forwards. Yes, and although they just do stupid peaks, as you said, they come up with a nice little fake. They sent 2 players in towards B, called for the rotation immediately, and they had the 2 players going back towards A with the bomb. Yep, it was kind of a bit of a YOLO defuse, just ask how many fucks he gave. He gave 0 as he tried to defuse the bomb. Nice shot from Badger. Can he pick up another kill? More than likely not at this stage, as no one's prepared to get boosted up. As it's a nice little thrown of a Molotov to clear out vents, nice and quick behind the smoke. Iron takes down Cabby. Once again, Darksided find themselves in an advantageous position, I should say, is Badger just trying to jump spot the smoke, and Machine Gun, he was lucky to survive with his life. Stick Stacey finds a kill. All of a sudden the 2 players left are going to make their way out of the squeaky door. And what do you know, Dick Stacey's waiting for one. He's waiting for the second. He's not going to expect that second player there. And NCL is going to find 2. But we'll need the ace clutch. Surely not going to happen now. Low HP. Through the edge of the box. 5-4. Darksided. I have a feeling this is going to be a long game. I feel like this is going to really go down to the wire. As we are approaching, I think it's time for bed after this. So the Mongols are going to buy up a couple of P250s, a Tech 9, a Deagle, and an AK-47. So look to try and bring an even scoreline into this third map. The winner will go on to the semi-finals tomorrow. And the loser will be out of the tournament. Hashtag Darksided win. If Mongols keep playing like this, getting picked one by one, there's every... Look, yeah, you're right, I agree. If they keep doing those stupid, you know, one-on-one peaks or, you know, two-on-two peaks and they lose, you know, a 2-for-1 trade, you know, they're definitely going to get beat by Darksided. And there's no doubt about it. This is what's going to happen on B. Ready? Watch this. Dick Stacey finds one. Dick Stacey finds two. Sink gets taken down. Badger finds one. Dick Stacey gets taken down. Badger finds a second. All of a sudden, we're left here in a none-on-threes. Badger finds three, and as quick as you can see, hello, the round is over. Although it was pistols, it's another eco. The force buy actually it was. They did have 4 pistols and an AK. Not even close to having a plan. I mean, they didn't even go for it. They won 1 P250 in this one. Now, I'm not sure whether... I mean, the Mongols just look like they can just give 0 fucks right now because... I mean, with the way some of these players are playing, the way they just... I'm not sure the timers... Irons picked up 4, looking for the ace. Flicks. Steals it from him. They just look like they don't want to play this second game. No, I'm not tilted at all. I mean, I can... It really doesn't bother me who wins. I'm just saying, they just... Looking over the past couple of rounds and the way that, you know, they're going about their things, like I said, I'm not sure what the time is for the Mongols. Cool, nice shot from Zilkenberg. He's going to find 2 quick kills. And how that hasn't called for a rotation or even for the bomb to get brought over as Dick Stacey finds 2 kills of his own. And just like that, 25 seconds into the round, 4 players dropped, 2 for each team. Well, I mean, there could be a number of things, you know. The time, the lag could be a factor. And so we go, coming out of Squeaky Door in A main. Cabby finds 1. And there goes Badger. He's going to get taken down. Stick Stacey in a 1v3 will have to be for the ace clutch. As he's going to get spotted out. And there he goes. He gets taken down. 3 players survive for the Mongols. Kind of looking... Yeah, I agree. But I can't imagine why they would throw. I mean, this is to go to Dreamhack. The Dreamhack Masters in Malmo. Is this not a land... I thought they flew... Yes, they did fly to Perth. But they flew to Perth so they can play the Asian teams with a better ping. Because there's nothing worse than playing a team with a 200 ping or worse. And, you know, they're just teleporting around the map. You know, when you've got a 5 or 20 ping. Exactly what Metapod said. This is an online closed qualifier. 8 teams. Singapore servers. Best of 3. Single elimination. You lose 2 maps in your best of 3 and you're gone. You're finished. So it's a bye for both teams. Badger with the order. Players have got... Oh, says Dick Stacey finds 1 before he gets burnt alive, and Iron will get taken down inside of the vents. And Kel lost the game. Thanks for the follow. Hong Kong servers would be better and more fair. Well, like I said, it all just depends on trying to get a fair ping for both teams. 4 on 3 as the Mongols look to fight their way back into this game, and the Zilkenberg is going to get taken down there by Badger. So the bomb going back over towards B, and this is where Flix is going to be waiting. He'll be waiting at the back of the site right now for the Mongols to push out. How many will he find? Will he find any? He finds one! In fact, he doesn't find any. It's the team kill coming out. And it's Badger in a 1 on 3.
My brother, testify.
J-Kaz and the 1, thanks for the follow. As Badger is going to get the kill onto Cabby courtesy of that Molotov. And he knows where the last player is, so he needs to go with this quickly. He's got a kit, so still time to work with. And they're just kind of just throwing bullets at each other, not even caring, and 15 HP will survive. He'll pick up the ult for his trouble. So when you run behind your teammate and you see a CT run out, all you want to do is you want to get that kill. You don't mean to shoot your teammate. Dick Stacey 9 on 13 kills, top fragging the server. Badger on 12. Sync 7, 6 on the Flix. Look, I'm not sure how he missed them, but hey, I'm sure we all miss shots like that. Not gonna lie, I know I have. NTL will take down Badger. And it's pistols this time for Darksided as Mongols look to bring this back into an even scoreline. As they have, so to speak, as they have now a 2-man advantage, and I don't think they've spotted Flix inside of the Z connector, right on the bottom of that, right on the edge of that smoke. And you know, he wants to peek out. He does peek out, fires off about 3 or 4 deagle shots, and he misses every one of them. I'll tell you what, some of these T's have got to be careful on how they play this seriously. So there should be a round in favour of the Mongols. A bomb about to go down. NCL just tapping away onto Dick Stacey and Sync now with a P250. He has found 1 kill, but he'll back away with an AK. Look at the money here. And they'll get 2,400, so they'll have enough to buy next round. It'll be better if they have an AK. Oh, machine gun. You may get kicked for doing too much team damage. Joke. 7 apiece. I was going to state the obvious, but I don't feel like stating the obvious in saying the winner of this round will win the half. Last round of the first half, 7 apiece. Machine gun also on 13 kills, joining Iron and Dick Stacey. Machine gun already dealt a little bit of damage here from Darksided. Yes, it's more than a standoff at the moment. Just waiting and waiting for the aggression, waiting for the other team to make a mistake. Man, I look to my right and I can see my bed and I can just see how comfortable it is. I know how comfortable it is and I just can't wait to get there right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see an overtime in this one. Iron getting tagged down a little bit there, courtesy of Cabby. Just playing with each other, not literally, but it's Badger and Dick Stacey find a kill each, and Dick Stacey trying to do a bit more, trying to get another kill onto NCL. There goes Flix to take down Cabby. 2v5. Flix is going to back away over towards the back of the generator. As Iron will go down. Flicks gets one. NCL lifting a 1v3. He needs the ace clutch. The bomb just goes down. It won't even go down. They're not even going to need it. And good halves go out in the chat. 8-7. 14 apiece here for Badger and Dick Stacey. Just go ahead and Alt F4. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do that as soon as we find out who will advance to the semi-finals. Fake without time. Yeah, 5 seconds to go. You want to fake it in a 1-on-3. Somehow I don't think that's going to work. But hey, look. Good job. Both teams sure like to 1v1. Yes, you're not wrong. Metapod with the DS win in chat. So 4 sets of body armor on Darksided. 4 sets of armor on the CT side. And Dick Stacey opens up onto machine gun. And okay, Sync gets taken down. No one covering him up from planting the bomb. Now they're going to plant safe inside of the site. But they're not going to get any kind of plant because it's all left up to Iron, and Dick Stacey make that Iron in a 1-on-4. And the Mongols, and more importantly, as Tugu just picks up the quad kill. 4 kills in the pistol round. And he just shut down Darksided altogether. He now jumps up to 15 kills. Along with Dick Stacey. Oh, excuse me, I apologise. So unprofessional. So Zuckerberg now with a little pop flash towards a main. That's going to give the information to his team, and Tugu's going to grab 3. He's going to grab 3 as NCL comes in for the final 2. So he's picked up 7 kills. 70% of the kills in this half has gone the way of Tugu. Now, I don't know whether to call him Tugu or Sugu. Or Togu. Togo. Silent S maybe? Silent T. If someone knows and is in chat, feel free to correct me. I think I keep changing. I think I've said about 3 different names the whole night for him. There's nothing worse when you're playing CS and someone gets your name wrong. Ain't gonna lie. I've done it before. 4 people out towards Squeaky as Zilkenberg. They spot this one out, but they are fully flashed up. Iron down to 4 HP. But it's Flicks and Dick Stacey who grabbed 2 kills. And here he comes in again. He's picked up another 3 kills. And all of a sudden here comes NCL to mop up the final 2. The T is silent. Okay, so it's Sogu. Sogu? Sogu. Sogu. Sogo. See? Thanks, Deadline. So he picked up 3 kills in that round, which gave him 10 kills in 3 rounds. So once again, going on statistically, mathematically speaking, he's picked up 2/3 of the kills in the second half. Fairly easy stats when you think about it. Sogu is inside the vents right now. It's like saying so good without the end, or without the D at the end. So good. Thanks. It's taken me 2 hours and 47 minutes to get that far. But hey, you got there in the end. I'll know next time. Wizard. Okay. Machine gun picks up 1. Sogu looking for another kill on to Sync. As Sync has his back turned to him. There's now a 2-on-4. Okay, we got Wizard, Kyoto, and Infrequent all in the chat. Boys, welcome. Quality CS players at its finest. And NCO, it's definitely getting late. Machine gun, just wall banging me. No, you want to. Doesn't need to. Iron's just going to pop out. Flicks 9 HP. There it is. Akar's cousin's playing on the old triple digit ping. What time? Yep, they're all playing. Actually, Cabby's not playing on triple digits. Just out of curiosity. Cousins. Who is Urkar's cousin? Unless you're like trolling me right now, which, you know, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting too tired. I don't know how I'm still going after 11 hours. This game seems to be slipping out of Darksided's hands ever since they got into the second half. They haven't won around all half, and Cabby is going to find one. Cabby looks to find two. Zulkenberg finds two. In the meantime, Cabby pulls out the P250, picks up 2 kills with that, giving him 3 for the round, 12-8. We get into what could be the final 4 rounds. Let's hope that it goes a little bit longer than that. The Mongols looking to keep their undefeated streak alive on Cash. How did Cabby not die? I have no idea. They wrapped around him like a fat kid putting his hands on a McDonald's burger. I could go with a McDonald's burger right now, actually. Whew, Flicks taking some early damage, as well as NCL. Both tagged to roughly the same HP, and Zulkenberg trying to do some damage. Oh, there it is. A 9 comes in and will punish him like you wouldn't believe. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one. 5v4 Darksided. They can go into 5-on-3 as Badger will get the kill on to Cabby. Sogu. Now, we'll get the headshot onto Sink. Will he find one more? Could be caught with an 8 out in his hand. In fact, Dick Stacey will take him down, but he will burn to the Molotov. That is, as it's now going to be NCL here in a 1-on-3 to make their way over towards A, whereas Iron has already taken control of the bomb site. Why DS so bad? Look, they're not bad at all. They're just having a bit of a tough time here on the T side of Cash. As NCL got a choice to make, and looks like he's going to go for this one. Considering they got enough money to buy up into the next round, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I am going to be a little bit surprised. It looked like he was going to go for that one. Pray for Mongols, ping spike. Well, if you pray for that, then you could give them an advantage there. You know, with that ping spike. As Iron gets his head taken clean off his shoulders by NCL. At least they know where he's going to be, so they're not going to go anywhere near. That is their money for Darksided is sufficient enough to get another buy on a couple of those players that did fall in the previous round. You pray for Darkseid hard. It's not a surprise if you shout for him. That's fucked up. They're playing with a fill-in for one of their best players. Yep, they're missing Texter. And Machine Gun with the Auto Sniper. Zulkenberg with... Let's get the Auto Director on rather than sitting on NCL where there's going to be no action. Zulkenberg with the Machine Gun with the Auto Sniper. And Machine Gun is going to be playing towards Heaven. Is still good. Texter's a really sharp kid. So a little bit of damage done to the CTs. A decent amount of damage done to Iron and Badger. There's a lot of movement from the CTs. They're very indecisive at the moment as Machine Gun takes down Flicks, as Iron will take down Sogu. Cabby playing from the forklift. Playing around the forklift, he's going to take down Dick Stacey. Meanwhile, Sink gets taken out. Iron and Badger, the two players that were tagged early on, as Zilkenberg will take down Badger. 1v4, 1v3, looking to make it a 1v2. Cabby backs away. Is he going to spot him? Yes, he does. So Iron's picked up 3 kills. The bomb will go down, and he's got a chance to ace this one. Olivia, thanks for the follow. But Machine Gun with that auto sniper, too good in the end. 13-9. The auto sniper and AWP get saved. Tactical pause coming out from Darksided. Text in Rankcast right now. He doesn't give a fuck. Pig Matt gives no fucks. They never execute to a site, just angels. It's hard to hit you up with a ping. Well, look. I'd like to see,
Testify.
in a non-biased situation here, I'd like to see this go towards OT, or even in a biased situation, I'd like Darksided, I'd hope Darksided win, just simply the fact because it'll be the only Australian team to continue on in the tournament, as Greyhound got beat. Swashy and Danpool, thanks for the follow, guys, I appreciate it. So the unpause. The pause only lasted for 1 minute and 15 seconds. That's longer than some people finish that sentence. Let's not go there. 13-9. Darksided with some pistols.
Testify.
JHD TV, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. As Sogu. They're going to throw a Molotov towards Boost, and they're going to really put a stop or a halt to the Darkside proceedings and the Darkside attack. That nade done, let me tell you, that done nearly 200 damage. 50, 40, 35. There's 120, 150, about 150 damage it did. And Cabby and Sogu find a kill. Because Cabby actually finds 2. And does get the 3rd with the M4. Yeah, no longer can people hold their breath. Yeah, at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant, Skinner. You can't talk. Yeah, but it's getting to the point where it's just late in the day. Late in the night. I guess I better get some sleep for the Dreamhack cast tomorrow then. I'll be on that one, covering the semi-finals with Blair. Just like that, Blair. Alright, so this is it for Darksided. As Machine Gun gets the auto sniper, gets 1 kill onto Flicks. If they don't win this one, they're up against 6 match points. And with everything being brought into this round, I can't see him going much further. So look to execute on A. You have 2 players, in fact 1 player coming out of Squeaky. That's going to be Badger, who opens up onto Zilkenberg. Not sure why they haven't pushed, and there goes Sink with a nice headshot, not even a headshot, onto Sogu. NCL will get taken down by Iron, leaving Cabby and Machine Gun to fight this one out. And there's the op shot onto Cabby. And Machine Gun with the auto sniper already backing away right now. Darksided are going to get their 10th round on the board here in map number 3. As Machine Gun picks up 1 with the Scar 20. The Scrub 20 gun. I need to go toilet, but by the time I go to the toilet, the game could be over. Yes, I'm in a wheelchair, so it takes a little bit longer than getting up. Darksided takes down Machine Gun. No one surviving for the Mongols. As I dare say, NCL, who had 9,100, he's going to drop an M4 to his teammate, and that's exactly what happens. And they come up with 5 M4s to buy. To 10. It would be a shame if Darksided got reset here. Coming from a non-biased point of view, just hoping for a good game of Counter-Strike. But if I come from a biased point of view, let's go Darksided. Let's get that win for the AU scene. The one calling OT. 25 rounds in, and Machine Gun takes down Badger. And Zilkenbergs actually has to reload here, so had they pushed out, they may have actually been, caught the Mongols. Caught them off guard, but not going to be Dick, Stacy, and Iron tagged up already. So where do they want to go from here? They're going to just gather their thoughts. Nice shot from Singh. In fact, it was a one tap. But he is down to 78 HP. Dick, Stacy, half HP. Iron sitting on 0 as he gets taken down here by Sogu. It's so done. They got boosted and get destroyed here. Molotov off towards the Venters. Now it's going to be Sink. He's trying to face Sogu, but in comes Dick Stacy. He finds 1. Now that's going to be NCL, who was fully flashed up. He gets taken down by Sink, and Dick Stacy will get the kill onto this A-bomb site. And Cabby finds 1. 20 HP remain. 1v2. Like every round. Oh yeah, they haven't boosted every round as Cabby's just going into this battle here. Balls deep, pre-firing every corner. He's just giving absolutely 0 fucks right now. And he made so much more noise. That was just unbelievable. Why he'd actually run in like that and just give your life up. 14-11. An eco coming out from the Mongols. Please do not get ecoed. Darksided is all I'm going to have to say. Oh, Big Richard Stacy. So, if for some reason the Mongols get up on the match point, it'll be off the back of a 5 USP round. 4 players stacked over towards the front of the A main. And well, Iron spots a couple of them out at least. But they're going to back away. And there is Iron. He's going to take down 1. 1 down, 3 to go. In fact, 2 to go. Make that 1 to go inside of A main right now. Cabby getting digged through the metal door there. That'll roll the door. Cabby takes down Iron, and that's going to be NCL to go and pick up the AK-47. And Sogu, if he gets anything more than 1 kill here, I will be very, very surprised. And he doesn't get any kill. Nice drink, yeah, it's a Mountain Dew. NCL going to save behind the van inside of CT, and Cabby going to go for any kind of kill that he can. Any free weapon will do. JKaz, hey buddy, how you going? Cabby with his head back towards CT spawn after that vicious shot. from Badger. And there's nothing left to say in this round except Darksided survive an eco. They only lose one gun. And in fact, it's going to be NCL who can't even save that AK-47, which means all the money over the previous couple of rounds that they've used to save is now going to be expanded into this round. Come to billboards. Fuck, you guys must be having your own conversation between you two. Sweet. This is it. This is a big round here for Darksided. If they can pick up this round, they at least should they should guarantee us 30 rounds at least in map number 3. Well, the one, it wouldn't be a reset because they would be on 4-round loss bonus, so they'll be getting 2,900. As the B execution comes out, Sogu finds 1, that can be seen. Sogu finds 2, NCL is going to shut down Badger. He also shuts down Flicks and also will take down Iron. And now match point, semi-final point on the line for the Mongols. Darksided, 3 rounds to go, and even their money is not so good. But they've managed to scrape up 5 AKs, a decent amount of utilities as well to work with. Excel CS, thanks for the follow. DS always go in without flashes. Well, a very interesting round as Machine Gun opens up on 2 Flicks. As Dick Stacey finds 1 onto Zilkenberg. As here comes Cabby to take down Dick Stacey now. So good, looking to push behind the smoke inside of A main. And Badger caught with an 8 out, caught with his pants down, caught with everything but the bomb. 4v2, Sogu gets taken down here by Iron. There's still one more on the site 9. If only I could tell you. You need to turn around and watch Quan, and Cabby finds 1. He finishes it off, and 16-12. Darksided are eliminated from the tournament. And that will mean the Mongols, they are going to go through to the semi-final tomorrow night. Zeno, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. And what a match we had between Darksided and the Mongols. The Mongols picking up Inferno 16-5. Overpass went the way of Darksided 16-9, and then 16-12 went the way of Darksided. Sorry, not Darksided. The Mongols on cash. Zeno Snow, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And that'll be it for the stream. We've been live for just over 3 hours. We've seen 3 maps, 1 match here today. And big congratulations to the Mongols. Unlucky to Darksided. They put up a very big effort there. But it's going to be the Mongols continuing their undefeated streak on cash. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that be a ban for future teams when it comes to playing the Mongols. For the people that have been here for the past 3 hours, thank you for your coverage, or no matter what time you come in throughout the stream. Thank you for coming in and listening to me dribble on about some Counter-Strike action. For the people that followed, thank you very much. The follows are much appreciated. Quite a big day, 11 hours of Counter-Strike that I've been casting. So it's time for me to hang up the headphones, get some sleep, come back tomorrow. There'll be no casting tomorrow during the day for me. The semi-final will be on the Dreamhack CS channel. Me and Blair are going to be on that one. X-Cow, thank you very much. I love you too, buddy. So me and Blair, yeah, we're gonna be on the semi-final tomorrow night. It'll be one best of 3. Not sure who's covering the island. I guess it'll be an open Go TV, but the grand final on Sunday. Myself and Blair again will be on the grand final on Dreamhack Twitch channel as well. Keep an eye out for Twitter posts. I'll put up a Twitter post before we go live. You can follow me at Twitter at Wheel TV down the bottom of the screen. And well done to Darksided. Unfortunately, they don't get to go any further and progress into this tournament, as both Australian teams are done and dusted. Well done to the Mongols. They continue on into the final 4. That being said, I'm going to peace out on you guys. 3 hours and 9 minutes now, so stop streaming. Catch you next time when I go for more Counter-Strike action.